Greetings to all the participants present here. Is it audible?
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor. I'd like to welcome you all for the webinar on AI and 21st century skills. To start with, let me give you a brief about Quvae. Quvae serves as a platform to publish research articles in prominent journals on conference proceedings. We assist authors in publishing their research findings in high impact factor journals, promoting their work, enhancing their reputation, and building a strong scientific profile. As we all know, among several indexing databases, Scopus is one of the most preferred for publishing articles. The wide recognition and impact of these journals makes them highly valued in their academic careers. We have recently collaborated with a Scopus Q1 journal called F1000 Research, published by Taylor and Francis. The authors can now easily submit their articles through a partnered gateway with F1000. F1000 Research is an open research publishing platform for scientists, scholars, and clinicians that offers rapid publication of articles and other research outputs without any editorial bias. All articles benefit from transparent peer review and editorial guidance on making all source data openly available. This is our gateway page from F1000 Research. Now I'd like to welcome our speaker, Dr. Mutmaina, who is an assistant professor at Universitas Al Azharia Mandar, West Sulawesi, Indonesia, who is also a lecturer, global speaker, and the international leader. She was the chairman of the Indonesian Language Department at Teacher Training and Education Faculty and was a public relation at her university. She was also a director of Women-Centric Studies and deputy director of the Quality Assurance Unit at her university. Currently, she is also working as a deputy director of Language and Character Development Institute at her university. She is also a country head, ambassador, and a country director for many international organizations representing Indonesia. In the current year, she is active as international member, international conference coordinator, and international trainer, and also an international board member for professors and expert for Scientific Innovation Research Group, Egypt. She also has an excellence experience as a visiting professor to lecture on ICT, technology in education, research method, education management, empowerment women, edupreneurship, teaching, research and development, and many other topics relevant to ICT research and teacher development. She is also on board of International Journal and blind reviewer of Q1 Journal and a member of the United Nations Volunteers Roster. Once again, I'd like to welcome you, Doctor.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, for having me. Good night from Indonesia. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So,
your voice is not audible, Doctor.
Not audible? My voice? What about now? Hello?
Your voice is not audible, Doctor.
Oh my God. I have problem with my device. Wait me. Wait.
Yeah, it's now audible. It's not.
Audible now?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes. Sorry. We have Azan right now, so give me a little bit time. After Azan, I will take my time to presentation. Can I?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. Okay, I'll start. Before I start my presentation, I want to say hello to all of the participants, the organizing committee, and then the team member of how to spell Quvae Research and Publication for having me and invite me for this wonderful webinar, international webinar regarding the topic about artificial intelligence and 21st century skill. Thank you for having me tonight. So allow me to share my screen. I hope this is visible for you. It is okay. Can you see my PPT?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you to my beautiful moderator for have just introduced my profile, a little bit my profile. And also, this is me, my research ID, and I hope you can joining inside my article on my ResearchGate and also on my Google Scholar. Everything is that. Well, before I presenting to you about the artificial intelligence, that right now this is new trending about the artificial intelligence, and then the phenomenon we have now, ChatGPT and so many artificial intelligence that right now they are having to give good service for us as educators. So today we are going to discuss about the artificial intelligence itself and how we are connected to the 21st century skill. I think this is very important to us. And then in education, to support our quality of education, yes, we need to be remember, we should be as educators to make our classroom, our environment, our classroom, whether you are manage or organize your class with blended or hybrid learning environment, we should be make them, our students, they are learning without fear, and then they feel value and they are happy and fun in our class when they are in learning and teaching process. This is the very important thing that we should be remember about that. So step by step, I will explain to you and share to you about the condition today based on the education. Right now, we are in the digital transformation. And then we are believe that, yeah, after the COVID-19, right now, our habit in learning and also in teaching change, because right now we are totally integrate the technology in our learning and teaching process. So based on my opinion, my observation, and my interpretation during the COVID-19, after right now we are moving out to the 5 learning, the 5 industry revolution. Right now we are in the 5. So I divided into the 5 highlight issue that this is the trend in new normal like today's. The first one, yeah, absolutely, artificial intelligence. This is, we are going to be adapt with this software. And then we believe by using this, there are many pro and contra about how to use the technology, but actually this is depend on we are as educator, how we are designing our instructional or our teaching model regarding to use this technology as our teaching material, not only just for a tool, not only just for a media, but also we use this tool, the media and the technology for as our teaching material. And the second one about Mobitech or mobile technology. Yeah, right now we are familiar with the remote teaching, virtual classroom, distance education, and also we should be adapt with this new habit ICT culture. So based on this condition, like in Indonesia, we have launching new policy in our education, namely Merdeka curriculum, or this is familiar with independent learning and independent campus. And I see that some of the participants here from my country, Indonesia. So we are familiar with this when we are in the COVID-19. And also right now, we have a policy about that. We cannot be having our classroom, distance education between, like example, Indonesia and India, or in another country from Asia to Europe or to America, like something that we cannot be having together, learning together, and then we cannot be participate in many class. So infuse smart digital classroom management, and also because right now we are having this namely quantum technology, but remember the technology, this is only the tools, only the tool. So we believe that if we wanted to manage our smart digital classroom, of course, we should be a mastery about the quantum learning, quantum teaching, and also absolutely about the quantum technology. The quantum learning right now, our learning habit, we should be changed. The student and educator should be going to be digital. So that's why the 21st century skill, we strongly believe that the 21st century skill, this is a very important skill right now. So mobilize e-learning, sometimes, I don't know what about in your country, but in Indonesia, we still having here that most of the school or universities still not giving permission for their student to bring their smartphone into the classroom. I think this is the contra about this when we are wanted to integrating the technology in our learning and teaching process. Accelerated learning, and then having by this condition right now, we also have a new how to say that when we are use this technology not only for the student at the school, but also this is having involve their parents also. That's why we are as educator or parents should be also to be going to be digital, but in this for education aspect. So the four about cybergogy, this is one of the theory that I use here. If you wanted to combine between pedagogy and the technology, you should be mastery about also the metacognitive skill, knowing how to learn, not only about the pedagogy, how to designing our material, our method, and then I use the right technology itself in our learning and teaching process. But also we have to increase our student and also our educator with the metacognitive skill, knowing how to learn. Autonomy in learning, or maybe self-direct and self-determined in learning. This is very important. So the last about the fifth industrial revolution, right now about the technology, this is not the strength anymore. We can be use this and encouraging students to make informed and then also have ethical decision about using this technology. So yeah, we know right now human and machine, we are doing interaction, and we are doing so many collaboration with machine, not only by using our smartphone or laptop, but also with the so many device, for example. Yeah, based on this, the background, so I choose my topic today only a little bit from, there are so many things that, so many phenomena that actually is still happening in the, generally in the world. So our menu today, we are going to discuss, there are 3 parts. The first one about why we do need 20% reskill. So interactional design aggregate into blended learning, or yeah, maybe this is hybrid learning environment. And the last, and investigating human-computer interaction in the classroom. Let's have a look one by one. The first one about why do we need 20% reskill. I think most of us here know and understanding about the 20% reskill, but we should be remember that the 20% skill itself, this is not only about, yeah, you are have good communication, yeah, you are mastering 20% skill or something, you get it, you do the collaboration and teamwork. But not only that, we are right now having so many responsibility. We should be adapting with the world. The world is changing. We are connected globally right now, and by communication, collaboration, and then critical thinking and doing innovative and creativity, this is not only that about the 20% skill itself. There's so many challenge with us. So I classification about the 20% skill itself, that maybe we are just know and then familiar with the communication, collaboration, yeah, something like that. But actually, this is divided into 3 domains about the 20% skill itself. The first one about the learning skill. That's why this is a very important. We are as educator, we are should be manage our classroom. How to make them, our student, they are getting this, the communication, collaboration, critical thinking, creative and computational thinking skill itself, for example. So in the literacy skill, of course, we should have this skill about information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy. But unfortunately, Indonesia, yeah, this is based on the data, Indonesia having still low literacy. Yeah, we should be also fighting with this condition, and we have challenge right now how to increase the literacy level of Indonesia. So the last about life skill, of course, how we are in our classroom. Not only we are manage our classroom with the learning skill and literacy skill, but also the life skill, the leadership. We are as educator, we believe that we are a leader. Yeah, we are a leader, and we have our student, and also the student, they will be a leader with their group, and then and etc. Then this is sometimes we are forgetting how to designing our syllabus or our lesson plan related of the 3 domain of the 20% skill: learning skill, literacy skill, or life skill. We just only maybe focus on the learning skills itself. So we need the 20% skill. This is because you know, simple teaching or learning maybe for exam not going to help a student to face everyday life situation. Like in Indonesia, right now in senior and junior and senior high school, no more final exam or national exam anymore. Because of this, because we wanted to supporting about the 20% skill itself. So everything changed, not only on education, economic, social change, and that's why yeah, we have also a responsibility to make all of us, our community, to increase everything, the aspect of our life, not only for education, yeah, but also our economy, income, and the social change. This is some of the example before we are how we are insert the 21st century skill itself in our learning and teaching process or in our syllabus or in our lesson plan. Let's check and see this table. Yeah, we should be remember that the student dimension of self, like we have our student, they're 8, for example, they are 18 years old. We should know, I mean that here, we should be understanding and know about our student characteristic, our student learning style, and the student core skill before we are going to manage everything about the 21st century skill itself. Like this, for example, for the student for 18 years old, we should be having help them with the social skill, critical thinking, creative thinking, communication, and also about information technology or media literacy, and then how we are mix them in our lesson plan. Well, let's have a look about the if you are maybe sometime how can I know that I actually implementation this 21st century skill in my learning and teaching process? Maybe that simple. I ask my student to do the communication, but maybe not only that, not enough about the communication itself. So if you wanted to do this to integrating the 21st century skill into your learning and teaching process, I divide it into 3 domains also here. The first one about the academic, social collaboration, and civic. Maybe in academic, yeah, we know that the communication, clarity, focus, and consideration of the audience. But for example, like in my classroom, sometimes I manage the student with 30, the number of the student in the class. And then when we are asking them to do the communication, to presentation, to practice, and then how they are giving the summary or giving the resume about the material, or demonstrate or giving their performance about the material itself, sometimes from 30 or 35 students, only 7 students active to do the presentation in the classroom. So what should we do when we are having only 7 in the classroom? I think this is not significant about for that situation. So just one of the solution. This is the example of my classroom. I don't know what about you, how you manage to make them your student, all of your student with the big number of the student in the classroom. For me, I ask them to record themselves by video by using their smartphone, and then they upload it into YouTube. So all of the students will giving their giving their presentation and the conclusion, or maybe presenting the material itself. So demonstrate the ability to solve problem using the higher order reasoning skill, utilize the technology, of course. So social collaboration and demonstrate adaptability. I think in the classroom sometimes we cannot be asked them to do in the group discussion. So the last about the civic, participate as a member of local, global, and digital society. I think this is the challenge for us, how to make our students, they are doing they are participate for the local, global, and digital society. Most of them, they just having the society, local society, not having another group or community outside from their classmate, for example. Like right now, maybe we cannot be counting how many students that are joining in this room. They are participate as a member of local, global, and digital society. So yeah, this is for the CPIC. I think for CPIC still we have a big challenge to do that. So this is the, yeah, as educator, I hope you are remember there are the 5 cases that actually to supporting the 20% skill, behavior skill, and behavior that teacher. We are as educators need to think about that. Learning is no longer a solo activity, so that's why we should be designing our activities in the classroom with the collaborative or cooperative learning, or mean that here student-centered learning approach. The teacher is no longer the only person in teaching, so that's why we should ask them to the role play. The student will be presenting. I think we always do this. Most of our classroom, they are having group and they are do the presentation. No more teacher-centered approach. Learning is no longer passive. Books are just the start, and teaching is 10 beyond in the classroom. Yeah, so many that the benefit of by using this technology. I underline here about use the social media. Most of the people or our students, they are use the social media just for to watching the celebrity live or something. Just use their social media just for having fun. But actually, in the social media, we have so many resources. So that's why we cannot be ask them to use the social media like Pinterest, like Instagram or Facebook itself. There are so many professors and educators sharing the material, the course by using this social media. Let's have a look about the hybrid learning in Indonesia. I here sharing the Indonesian condition before I am insert how to use this artificial intelligence itself. That remember that in Indonesia right now, the condition we are use this blended or hybrid learning environment. So the second topic about instructional design aggregate into blended learning or hybrid. So this is the choice before we are having or insert this artificial intelligence itself. We should be managed about what kind of the learning theory that we wanna to apply in our lesson plan or in our syllabus. For example, if you wanted to combine with the artificial intelligence, for example, or another, or by social media, for example. Yeah, this is one of the theory that related to this situation, namely constructivism. So, instructional theory or your teaching model, for example, or your instructional design, I will share to you the example of instructional theory by using Azure after this, how we are step by step, we use this artificial intelligence. So instructional design, for example, by using Quvae. Why Quvae? Because we wanted to having all of our students, they are have their innovation and doing creativity in our class. And the next about the blended learning, whatever your situation, this is you are managed by blended or hybrid or e-learning. So this is the last about your learning strategy. So what kind of the strategy that you want to use? We should be manage all of them, organize them to how to get our learning outcome, to achieve our learning outcome. Let's have a look about the Assure. I wanted to introduce to you, this is one of the instructional design or model, namely Assure. Actually, Assure, this is the acronym from Analyzed Learner. That's why before we are going to use whatever the technology or the media or the tools that you want to use implementation in your classroom, you should be analyze your learner or your classroom situation or your your school environment. Maybe, for example, you having your student general characteristic. Oh, my student here, they have a smartphone. All of the students have smartphone, or the student have laptop. So that's why it's easy for us to use the technology or some of the application. But what happened with this if the student don't have the device? Maybe only 10 students from 30 students. Yeah, maybe we'll be divided them into the group, and then the student having tutoring with their friends, just for example. So the next entirely the competencies and learning style. We should be understanding what kind of the student learning style, but related regarding with this situation, like in sample of my class, most of the student, their learning style, they are visually and auditory. So that's why they are having recommendation, the material, yeah, something like that by using YouTube. And then we are moving when they are practiced by using artificial intelligence itself. And the last, when we are doing assessment by using quizzes or quizzes, for example. State objective, this is after analyze the student, we understand and we know what kind of the skill they are need to increase. For example, in my class, most of the students, yeah, they are very shy to speaking in English. And then they perform, they are not believed to speak in front of their friends or in the classroom. So that's why we having important core skill. This is, for example, like communication or speaking. This is, for example. I don't know what about your classroom. We should do the preliminary research, give them the questionnaire or doing interview about the student learning style or the student general characteristic. And the next about the select method, media and material. You can be for example, we can use here like the method cooperative learning or collaborative learning, just something like that. And then we can be choose what kind of the media and the material, like for example that I mentioned before, the instructional material that we use here, like by using Gagne 9 even instructional design. And then we can be we having a new product and a material, like by using YouTube. The student watching the material from YouTube, and then the teacher will be giving some of the clear information and sharing some of the to make this material more be understandable. So this is for example. The next, utilize media material. We should be preview our material. This is connected to our tools or our application like YouTube. Yeah, maybe for example, if we have the material about what is in English, about describing people or describing or about telling time, for example, the material, whatever your material, you can be connected and you can find from YouTube related your material. You must connect it your material with the YouTube. Require learner participation. I think this is a very important, and then this is a very difficult challenge when we are in the classroom, how to make them, all of the students participate in our classroom, like in discussion, so we can manage with the small group activities. And the last, about in the end of the semester, we can be evaluate and revise. Sometimes we are designing our material, our teaching material. This is not from the student one, not from the teacher one, the student one, but sometimes we are designing our material based on the teacher one. So we should change this habit. You cannot be designing your material based on your student need, what they need, and the student want. But remember, still under control from the curriculum. Let's have a look. This is some of the tools of education that actually very familiar, but we see here not mention artificial intelligence or virtual reality itself. So that's why today I will share to you one of artificial intelligence. Yeah, this is the mapping about when we are wanted to connect it between our theory that I mentioned before, like a constructivist theory. This is regarding to Jean Piaget and John Dewey. So in activities, we can designing our activities by using this Gagne and even interactional design. We are gaining the student attention, inform the student the objective before we start our material, and then stimulate recall of your learning. Maybe this is we use ice breaking, for example, and then present the content, provide learning guidance, elicit performance. The student should be practiced in the classroom, provide feedback, of course, assess performance, and the last, enhancing retention and transfer knowledge. So this will be connected with the Bloom taxonomy, from remembering until the student doing creativity. So this is the taxonomy Bloom that we know. Maybe we are designing our classroom. Yeah, I designing my classroom to support the student higher order thinking skill. But in the action, you just ask them to recall knowledge, to identify, to describe, or to reproduce. That actually you still in the lower order thinking skill. They are just in this remembering. So that's why what should we ask them right now? We step by step asking them in this higher order thinking skill, doing creativity and evaluating. So the activities that we can be formulate in our lesson plan. Yeah, in the main core of the activity, like they are giving you a prize, or generate giving plan, or products something new, like yeah, by Canva. They are doing their presentation by using Canva in the classroom, or maybe by using ClassPoint, for example. Absolutely, they are use the technology. Not only just reading their paper or reading their PPT, but they can be designing their good presentation itself. Yeah. Education by entertaining. Why this is a very important. I mentioned before in the first slide that we are we wanted to having our good quality in education. Of course, we should designing our classroom with the good or positive atmosphere with the student. So that's why this is the constructivism and connectivism, why this is related to entertaining. We can be asked them to having fun in the classroom. Yeah, because we can help them to having this autonomy in learning and self-direct and self-determined in learning by using this constructivism theory, because this is a student-centered learning approach. By using games, why this is like a games? Yeah, because gaming in the classroom, this is effective to engagement like a behavioral, cognitive, and social culture, and also effective engagement. Yeah, like by using this is artificial intelligence, of course, this is a very important to engage the student more active in the classroom. So this is related to the this theory about having a game based in our learning and teaching process. So the last about an investigating human-computer interaction in the classroom. Yeah, why as educator we should change the way we are teaching, and also the student should be change the way they are learning. Right now we are going to be digital, so of course we have responsibility to make them how to teach, how to use, and how to training our student with this by using this technology. We are not only the person in teaching in the classroom, but also we are training them. We are trainer. We're training them how to use this some of the technology to support their learning more better. Yeah, why we should be changed and why we should use artificial intelligence, for example, because our students, they are not like us, they are not like you, as you are educator. We should be accept, and then we have to teach them differently. We cannot be adapt, and we have to know what are they like, for example. Yeah, I don't know what about the audience here, but I am millennial generation. So our students, they are the Gen Z, or the Gen Gen Z right now. Yeah, the Gen Z. So we cannot be know that most of them, they are born digital. They are having smartphone. They know smartphone, like not like us, like me in the millennial generation. We don't have smartphone. We don't know smartphone when we are born. Yeah, don't having laptop, something like that. So that's why we should be adapt with this situation, and we should change the way we are teaching. So the Gen Z, they are familiar. They are mostly stay on mobile, so we can generate this habit, their habit and their characteristic into our syllabus. We designing to make them use their smartphone in the classroom. So when we are having this machine, the computer, and then the smartphone, the device that actually right now we are have them in our hand like smartphone. This is related to the theory of human-computer interaction. We are doing implementation. We are doing collaboration with the machine. Actually, we are doing interaction, and we believe that by this, we can having our classroom more effective and efficient and having fun. The student not stressed, and also we are as educator not stressed in the classroom. This is the grand theory about that. So, for example, because I'm teaching language, foreign language in my class, this is just example that by using some of the technology actually support with the theory of computer-assisted language learning right now, and also computer-mediated communication for language learning, or CMC. Yeah, it can be used asynchronous or synchronous situation. And then, yeah, we're having right now, this is the new one in education by using robot, humanoid, in teaching language. So we see that the robot can teach the human. So that's why in the first slide, in the second, in the first slide, I mentioned to you that human and machine actually having collaboration in education. Yeah, this is the example. But maybe some of you, oh my God, the robot and the machine will replace the teacher. No, no, no. Don't think like that. Yeah, this is the human and robot for the future education. I think right now, some of the higher education in the some of the country in Europe, for example, or United States, actually practice this humanoid robot. They are used robot in the classroom. Yeah, this is the robot lecture just for example. But actually, this is the robot. Actually, we cannot be having them by this artificial intelligence. That actually we having them in our smartphone before they are reborn in like this. But this is very expensive. You know, if you wanted to having this robot. So this is the table that to guide us about the cognitive behavior itself. That based on my research, why I am very support by using this artificial intelligence in the classroom, because yeah, the student cognitive style will change their perception about the English itself. They are more enjoy the anxiety anymore in the classroom. I think this is a very important thing about the emotion and the cognitive level. They are not stressed in the classroom. I think this is the very important before we are going to sharing our material. The critical thinking, why this is critical thinking very important. When we are having this critical thinking, one of the 20% skill here in learning and in learning skill, and then in life skill also. I mean that critical thinking, this is the component we are having that in the classroom. It will be following for another 20% skill. Only one. If your student having this critical thinking, or maybe we are as educator, we have this critical thinking, of course, another skill related to 20% skill will be following. Yeah, this is, this is the example of my classroom when I practice artificial intelligence. This is the questionnaire after I practice in the classroom. The student believes that by this using artificial intelligence help them to increase their 20% skill. Totally the student that in my research that actually I having this conclusion by my research. So how the instructional design in the classroom, I divided here into the 8 steps before we are going into make them having their 21st skill itself. The first one, this is observation. What you can do in the observation. For example, this is the material you can be contained with video, for example, or you are connected with YouTube. And the second one, the student finding the problem itself. For example, in this my classroom, I'm asking the student to analyze the content, the element, for example, the introduction, self-introduction, for example, the material. They are watching the material, they are analyze what kind of the content of personal introduction, for example. And the third, analyzing the problem. The problem this is they have shouldn't have the element of personal interaction. For example, sometimes they are just, hello, hi, my name is Mutmaina. I was born and I live in, and thank you. Just only that. So that's why we are having them give them example personal interaction from the native, and then they have the element of, oh, this is the good example when we wanted to introduce myself, when we wanted to when we are doing interview, how to personal interaction. Yeah, this is the example. So that's why they are analyze the element, and the sport, we are divided them into group. They are grouping, and then they are practice. Yeah, they are practice with their artificial intelligence. Just I will share to you the video, and then having conclusion and the last evaluation. So this is the example of my classroom when they are having the critical thinking, because when they are have this critical thinking, they are having they cannot doing interpretation. They are discussion. In the discussion, of course, they have this communication and collaboration skill. And also analyze, yeah, of course, after analyzing, they having this problem solving and having innovation and doing creativity. So the last, here, the student, yeah, you see the picture, they are having confidence to representing their knowledge in front of the class. Sorry. Oh, wait. Oh my God, cannot play the media, wait. I wanna share to you the student video. Oh, wait to me. I hope my time still enough. Wait a little bit. Oh my God, not cannot playing. I think this is my student project, the screening of when they are having integration with the no video cannot play, sorry. That actually this is the student activities here. I don't know what happened with my slide. They cannot playing. That actually here I wanna share to you the video when I having the student interaction with the artificial intelligence, but I don't know, it cannot be, cannot play the media, I don't know. Oh, most of sorry, most of the PPT not appear here. I'm so sorry about this inconvenience, but I hope you can enjoy my presentation and you see that actually that totally we having this 20% skill in our classroom. No more playing here. Wait me. Yeah. So we cannot be have this. I think that the technology itself, we cannot manage our technology itself, but it should be support with the instructional design, how we can giving our instructional in the classroom to make this technology more totally help our student, yeah, to achieve the learning outcome. I hope one of these my PPT can be having the video with me. I hope this will be playing. Yeah, because I want to share to you my class. You can having my class. Oh, it's open now. Give me time to share to you my class when they are doing. Yeah, you see that they are happy. They are happy learning English. So they are use their smartphone in the classroom effectively to make them more active, building teamwork, collaboration, and many more. Mostly, totally with the 20% skill itself. Yeah. So this is my article that actually launching in Scopus. So you can feel free to download it to get more information. So the closing, yeah, we believe that technology won't replace the teacher. So the technology is just a tool. So that's why the role of the teacher is very important. The way you are designing your material, your activities in the classroom cannot be replaced by machine or a robot itself. So thank you for having me and listening to me. I hope you enjoy my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Namaste. Happy Independence Day for my Indian friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doctor. Is there any questions for the participants?
Yeah.
Is there any questions for the participants?
Yeah. I hope everything is clear, right, madam? I mean that my voice is okay during my presentation. You can hear me, right?
Yes, Doctor.
Okay. I think I'm just worried that my voice not clear, so yeah, you know what I mean. Thank you so much. I'm following. Okay, I will share my actually my PPT I have shared to the committee. Yeah. The role of artificial intelligence in medical field. Yeah. For medical, I have friend doctor there in Al-Azhar University. They have artificial intelligence when we are how to identify the patient, and then like doing operation by using artificial intelligence or virtual reality. Maybe for the next, we can give suggestion about a medical, medical, for medical material. I will support for the keynote for that. Can anyone replace human job, especially for programmer? Maybe this is for program. Yeah, you know, like right now we have so many artificial intelligence that can be help us not only for medical, for mathematics. Just make sure that you know the link for that. For example, you can observation or having in the Google Play Store. That actually in the Google Play Store have so many application that related to artificial intelligence. I hope you can browsing about the code of algorithm. Yeah, it's possible. So human job like programmer, maybe sometime for the next. This is we are designing this program, and then the artificial intelligence will be having to service, but the program itself, this is designing by human. I'm still believe about that. What the effect of artificial intelligence and marketing? Yeah, I think so many have good benefit for marketing. Like right now, about to manage, to identify our customer, to identify the characteristic of our buyer, for example. I think you can use artificial intelligence for marketing, you know, and you can identify what kind of the people in the world, their how to say, their favorite, for example, their favorite product or their favorite right now what they want. So artificial intelligence will help your in marketing. You can find what are your customer want based on the product. For example, agriculture right now, we having the artificial intelligence to identify like Indonesia have so many good how to say, having a good fruit for not fruit, how to say, I forget the English. Sorry. Yeah, you can identify that some of the country what they need, the product, for example, yeah, for marketing. Okay, you can get my presentation. I have shared to the committee that the committee you can share it. I have shared yesterday my PPT. Why you can shoot consideration? Yeah. Related, I answer this question. What's your consideration to choose the AI when applied in the classroom? Because the student need, the student want. Oh, how I know? Before I start my class, yeah, this is I mentioned before in my presentation. Sometimes we are teacher, we designing our material based on the teacher one, our one, not from the student one, the student need. So right now, to know why I choose artificial intelligence, why I choose Quvae, for example, why I choose YouTube, because I have identified my student learning style. Yeah, before we are entering a new semester, for example, in the first, yeah, sometimes we are as a lecturer or teacher, we have our lesson plan itself before we having our the monotone or the same lesson plan without we are analyze the student condition, the student one. So in my class, before I entering the new semester, I mean that here in the first semester, the first time we meet our student, I asked them, I'm not directly giving the material. We are doing introduction, for example, and then I do the interview, ask them, what about your English class before my class? Have you used YouTube? Have you used artificial intelligence? Have your teacher before me give you artificial intelligence, virtual reality? For example, having give you class point or Padlet? No, ma'am, no. Oh, so we identify some of the technology, the tools, and then we give them choice. Ma'am, can we have what is artificial intelligence? We don't know. We never get this tool. We don't know when we are from senior and junior high school. We don't know what is artificial intelligence and how we are used in language. Or sometimes the student give their answer. Teaching English, having technology. Are you sure, ma'am? Yeah, we're sure. Why? I know that you are computer science faculty. Why? Teaching English, when you want to learn English, we're having so many technology that, but make sure you have quota. Yeah, you bring your smartphone, bring your charge, and bring everything, your device, your headset before we are practice everything. So in the first meeting, we have deal with our student itself before we are practice or implementation this artificial intelligence. So wait. So, and how did maintain the student engagement in the learning with artificial intelligence? So many, actually so many the benefit that I show you my classroom. Before they are very excited with this artificial intelligence. For language, so many. This is based on your designing. For example, if you wanted to increase your student chatting, sorry. Yeah, communication by chatting, we can use the artificial intelligence, one of the artificial intelligence, namely Pandora robot, for example. Or you wanted to ask them to having a listening. We have also the tool for listening, for reading. Yeah, right now, very booming about the ChatGPT. You can use ChatGPT for increase your student reading comprehension, for example. How much of having this degree? Do you ask me about my degree? Me, a doctor, or that my student? I teaching undergraduate student in my university, and I done my degree in education. Actually, I'm bachelor, master, and then how to say, doctor in the field of education. But my specific subject is teaching English. So thank you for the topic. Very interesting. Thank you so much. Yeah, the negative one. Yeah, the negative. For example, I have this one of, I think this is not negative. Maybe the negative one, if the student asks the artificial intelligence when they are doing chatting, maybe they are asking the question, not important question. For example, the student, yeah, I have, I don't know, this is, I hope my PPT will be, no. I will share to you one of, not from my, my PPT. This is just example. That's why we need the student having ethic also when they are wanted to, doing communication or interaction with the artificial intelligence itself. Wait. I think this is a very important that I want to share to you, my student chatting when they are doing interaction with the artificial intelligence. I hope it can be playing right now. Yeah. This is, for example, my student, I ask them to having screening when they are doing communication or chatting with the artificial intelligence. Look this, the machine asks, hello human, what would you like? Oh, no. Surface. Yeah. Sometimes they are asked how to serve you. And sometimes the student have misconception about to serve. Ma'am, what kind of this artificial intelligence of this machine need to know about me? Service? How to service the this is so that's why we are as educators, we should be monitoring when they are doing communication with this artificial intelligence in the classroom. Yeah. This is the example. Sometimes the benefit, the negative, maybe this is not negative because there is no artificial intelligence perfect for one size all in one. This is for chatting. The artificial intelligence cannot talk, for example, and also another application just for listening or just for reading, not cannot doing communication itself. I think this is not the negative, but I don't know if we can say this is negative. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, disadvantage of A1 practical situation. I don't know. In my class, actually, because I'm teaching English, I don't know what about another subject. This artificial intelligence, when I apply one application, yeah, because for listening we have another application. That's why I told you before that this artificial intelligence not fit to all, not perfect to all. just only one application just only for chatting, another application just only for listening, or just only for reading. So that's why to practice this situation by using artificial intelligence, you should know what kind of tools or what kind of artificial intelligence connected with your material. For example, for reading, we cannot use a robot friend like I said to you. Maybe we should use like ChatGPT. This is for reading. This is for example. I think we should know and we should how to connect the material with the tool itself. So artificial intelligence cannot like this. I share to you from my student screening about when they are doing chatting with the artificial intelligence. This machine not correcting the student grammar. You see that. Some of the student having error of the grammar. So artificial intelligence cannot not doing a modification and not doing revision for the grammatical itself. This is for practical situation. How to make student enjoy without internet. I'm still believe we cannot be teaching. Don't worry without internet, but how to make our classroom without internet, we cannot be still survive, because right now we know Indonesia or maybe another country, we are having blank spot. I will share to you. This is the example. I will answering you based on my classroom. Without internet connection, we still having a traditional game. Traditional game. Why I say this is a traditional game? Because I'm still believe that without technology we cannot be teaching. But this is depend on how you can be designing your material. Like in reading, you can create by using card, or by using how to say Scrabble, for example. This is still having we cannot do without internet connection. Actually, there's so many games that we can be apply without how to say this is without internet. We come back to the traditional technology. How to say this is traditional technology? Because this is not use not use internet. I don't know. I'm looking my another presentation that actually I have the example about that, because I having my presentation for that, but I don't know how to make sure for you. We come back to the traditional technology. We can use stick, for example. We can use card, for example. I think that so many. This is depend on your classroom situation, your material. That remember the important thing. We should be connected, all of them, with our material. Whatever the technology you can be used, like by internet, by smartphone, or without, we can be connected, all of them, with our material itself. Or still remote, you can designing by using example paper. You can use paper like this. You can make card from paper. Giving color, the student can write, and then you can write your question, and then in the behind of the paper you ask your student to write their answer. I think this is the game, but actually we have the application, namely Quizlet. So actually by using card, this is having namely Quizlet in the Google Store, Google Play Store. You can download it by using namely Quizlet. But actually Quizlet, this is best from actually card. You can design your card itself, your question here, and then the student will be answering the behind of the paper. This is the example. Or you make a stick, like something is here. Yeah, you make stick from paper, and then you have your question here, or your student can guess like jumble, yeah, jumble, or the student can fill the answer, and then they can be sharing again their stick to another friend. This is namely estafette stick, just for example. So yeah, ChatGPT. Yeah. I believe that this is just a tool. I don't know right now. ChatGPT wanted to replace Google, so let's see what happened with Chat. GPT. GPT just a tool. Just because these tools only organize everything that they get it, but we are as a human should be proofread when you are having your paper from ChatGPT. So yeah, ChatGPT we can use also to help us, but remember you should proofread. Sometimes the machine do some error information. Maybe this is not related to what you want. That's why we still have to review and proofread what about maybe when you are having your paper, when you are write your paper. Yeah, no problem. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Quillbot, or use a Google Scholar to get it, and then to paraphrase everything. But you should be read carefully and do the revision or proofread. Finish. I think all of the question have answering. I'm still looking at my some of my another PPT that I presenting about how I use traditional. Yeah, I call them traditional technology because yeah, I know that for this is good for how to say, for without internet connection. I'm not having in this another slide. I'm so sorry. Just I have to share to you some of the example. You can manage and you can read some books. How you can be designing your media without technology, like by using card, by using picture, we can still use, or gamification by snake ladder, how to say, yeah, snake ladder, or by using Scrabble, so many media and traditional technology we can be used for rural area in our community. Yeah, so come back to moderator. Thank you so much for your question. I'm excited to joining this meeting. Hello.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah.
That was a thought-provoking talk on the concepts. Thank you for imparting your knowledge and remarks on AI and 21st century skills. Your examples were fascinating, and the slides you showed gave us a clear understanding that we couldn't have gained in any other way. On behalf of Quvae Research and Publication, I extend our gratitude for sharing your time and thoughts with us. Thank you once again, Doctor.
Welcome. So thank you to for having me.
Here is our upcoming webinar on research methodology, a guide for beginners, presented by Dr. Supa Prawat on Friday, 10th February 2023. Participants are requested to register for this webinar through our website. Thank you. Participants will receive your certificate and presentation document within 7 to 10 working days.
Yep. Okay, can we leave the meeting at this is over or?
Yes, doctor.
Ah. Hi, namaste. Thank you so much. Can I see you, ma'am? Because we have doing chatting only on WhatsApp. I'm so excited to see you. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. If you wanted to have my presentation, I have shared to the committee, and I hope committee will be shared to you also. Don't worry, you can connect me to my I'm writing here my my WhatsApp. You can chat me if you want. You are lately to having my my presentation. Yeah, this is my WhatsApp. I share to you. You can contact me. I will share to you the PPT. Okay, thank you so much for the organizing committee. Thank you for having me and invite me. I'm so
Thank
happy.
you, doctor.
You are so beautiful. Yeah, good night and namaste. Happy Independence Day. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very happy. See you. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone.